Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Shout out Jeff. This is subscriber picks and breakdowns. You already know. Let's get right to it. You clearly can see he shot this completely up this side of the house. This is looking straight up. Good angle, good shot. This is how you do it, folks. So you see directly what's above you. And let's zoom in. Well, let me just show you the whole entire creature first and foremost. Looks to appear like a giant bat. I know that sounds crazy, but looks like a giant bat, folks. Let's see. Here's the original. See the wings, the feet, the body, the head. I'll zoom in on the head. And in its mouth, it has somebody's head. I'll pull down the light. You see that, folks? It's a giant bat creature and it's biting someone's head. See the guy's eyes? His head is being crushed. Here's his mouth open and his chin. Here's his body. Zoom out. That's the creature right there. And I'll show you some more crazy looking entities that are in this picture. Here's another right here. Strange face there. Strange face there. Eye, nose, eyes, mouth. Right next to him. And people are really seeing things. There's people in the comments. Riz, did you see that face next to that face? I could do one picture and do a 30-minute video. Trust me, folks. This stuff is everywhere. Zoom out. See if we can pull in some more of these crazy faces and entities. Let's go up here. Here's one right here. Elephant trunk, eyes, giant floppy ears, head, body. Shout out Jeff for sending us in. Okay, let's scroll over. Okay, we have another strange looking entity here. See the strange looking eyeballs, mouth open, giant head. And this is a giant creature, folks, a giant bat. Like, that's the only way I can explain it. With the wings flapped completely open and it's right here. Unbelievable. And you see the entities and the other beings. See if something else I wanted to pull out on this picture. Strange looking creature here. That's the face. Let's move on. That's one with highlight. So certain things that people don't see will pop out. Silhouette of a whole entire body, folks. Strange looking creature coming through right here. It's part of the wings. Here's his face. I'll zoom in. Eye, nose, chin, head. I'll zoom in super close on the eye right there. Like I said in previous videos, always some type of pyramid on the forehead. Zoom out. Still see him. The face of the giant bat biting the guy's head. Zoom out some more. Face right here that's yelling out. Pull down the light so you can see it. Let's go to the elephant looking being again. You can see there's some type of strange creature. See the eyes clearly, has an elongated tusk, big floppy ears, the head of an elephant, weird looking body. Moving on, folks. Got some strange pictures tonight. Trust me when I tell you. Let's start here. Okay, shout out Amber Basso for sending this in. Looks like they were vaping, doing a little bit of smoke scrying, and look at all the entities that pop out. Matter of fact, let's go to this one right here. Mouth open, eye. Then you see another face with an eye in a backdrop. Look at that, folks. Look at this eye right here staring back at you. The energy is everywhere. This stuff will take shape in smoke, fog, mist, anything, because the energy is real. It's all around. And look at the face being projected right here coming through. Crazy, folks. Zoom out some more. Show you some more entities coming through. Another creature right here. Looks like it has the face of some of the orbs that I capture. See the face of the being? It has slanted eyes, elongated head, something in the middle of his eye. His mouth is right here. Yeah, folks. Just scrolling through. Look at this entity right here. We have looks to be a face. And then on top of that, some type of weird looking apparatus. Almost looks like a giant church hat that women wear going to church. It's just weird, folks. Just take a look at that. And you see the man's face clearly right there. Looks like an older white gentleman with an extremely big nose, blue eyes. And looks like his teeth might have been bad. Just take a look at that, folks. Excuse the blur of the camera 1 second. I gotta step off camera for 1 second. Okay. I'm 100% back now. I'm gonna zoom out some more and pull out some more of the entities and beings that are coming through in the smoke. We're gonna zoom in back here. And I'm going to show you in the way in the background some entities that are back there. Let's pull out some light. Bring it up a little bit. Yeah, folks, it's crazy. Then we have another one from Amber. Let's go to this face right here. And I'm going to flip this picture to show you that this is an entire face, folks. So let's flip it. Okay, we're going to have to rotate that left. Okay, I'm going to zoom in right here. Show you this is the face of what appears to be, I don't know, maybe like some type of Native American man or African man. I see the mouth, the nose, crazy looking entities coming off the head. You see his eye right there. I'm just going to zoom in and let that resonate, folks. See the lips, the nose, the eye. I'll zoom in just on the eye to show you that that's clearly an eye and the nose. Okay, moving back for perspective. I'm going to flip the picture back, rotate right, just to focus. And this is where we just were. Giant face being projected through the smoke. Okay, now I'm going to go down here to this other apparition that's coming through. And look at the shadow person that's standing behind it. See his shoulders, his head, and his two eyes. I'll zoom in on the shadow person in the backdrop. See him? Zoom out. It's right there. Okay, let's adjust some of the light. Look at this, y'all. This is amazing. Like, look what's manifesting in the smoke, people. Giant head of a creature, eyes, mouth. Can't see this because it's very dark, but it's all types of entities that's in the backdrop also. But let's get back to this major mass right here. And let's go in. And we're going to go in and search out some beings and entities because they're everywhere. If you can't see that, that's a face. I'm tired of saying it, but I'm going to show you. Eyes, nose, crazy looking mouth, animal ears. Look at the entities that's being projected way in the back near the fan. Looks like some type of lizard being right here. Then we have another face right there. Another face right there. I'll zoom in. See the creature's eye. Then we have another face right here. Appears to be another animal spirit. Kind of hard to articulate what type of animal that would be. But you can clearly see it's not human. Has pointed ears. You see his eye, short mask, head, something green on his forehead. Looks intelligent. Look at the intensity in the eyes, folks. Like a reptilian being. Very big pointed ears. Something green coming out of his forehead. I'll zoom out. Then we have the other face right here that's coming through. See the nose, the intensity of the eyes, the mouth. I'll zoom out so you can see where we just were. Back here. And you still see everything I just pointed out. Okay, moving on to the next picture. Oh, matter of fact, I can't forget this creature right here. Looks like the creature from Alice in Wonderland or something. Look at this guy. Looks like the sad-faced rabbit. See the eyes? The white of the body, the neck. With the shadow person in the backdrop. Can't forget that. Crazy, folks. Moving on. Amber again. These pictures were crazy, so couldn't let them get past. Just look at that, folks. Animal faces, always like some type of lion being. I want y'all to see that face that's there. Okay, follow me. Clear image coming through the smoke. And then we have an animal face right here. And an animal face right here. But look at the gigantic alien looking head, for lack of a better word. The black eye, the white coming down the nose. And then we have the mouth and the lips right here and chin. Pull down some light. I know you can see that. That's clear. Almost looks like a disembodied head just floating around. Extreme close up. Pull down some light. And you still can see it. Eye, nose, mouth, gigantic head. Then we have a crazy animal spirit also right here. Looks like a wolf. And then a lion right here. Okay, folks, moving on. Same one, different perspective, and you still see the giant head or face being projected. Okay, this next picture is S. Livingston. Shout out S. Livingston. Gigantic spiritual living being. Looks like some type of sea serpent. You see the fin on his back, his mouth is open, here's his eye and his body, and it's light beings or entities that are riding on it. I'm gonna zoom in on the face first. Looks like a giant serpent. See the eye, the mouth open, things are flying in and coming out of it. When I zoom out, you see the fin on the back. You see the color change. That's not from me. And then you see the spinal cord of the creature that looks like a chemtrail to people. But a lot of these so-called chemtrails that you see, these solid lines, supernatural. Plain sight. Entities and beings standing on the edge inside of this living vessel. Look, I'll zoom in. It's just hundreds of people. just being transported and teleported in and out of these dimensions, spirits. And this is to prove to you that it's also a machine. Okay? The living vessel. And look at the face that's being projected on the front of it. With a giant white mustache. And this is the actual nuts and bolts vessel. Pull it out so you can see. See it? All interconnected with, look like the beast with his mouth open. And people on it. Look at how lit that is right there, folks. I literally have to pull the light down in order for that to come through. Let's let the focus catch up. There we go. It's fighting me hard because you see the people and the entities. Gotta pull the light down so they come through. There we go. Oh, this is what I wanted to show y'all. People think these are chemtrail planes. This whole thing is all connected. It's one solid structure. And then when we zoom in, you're always going to see these squiggly black lines going around it because it's living. And that's how it squirms through our environment or our atmosphere. Like a giant bug. One with some highlight and contrast. So you can see it's a giant serpent with his mouth open. Spinal cord, entities and beings riding on his back, coming out of his mouth. It's crazy. I think this is S. Livingston again. Let's pull the light back to normal. Massive vessels, people intersecting, cloaked ones over top, all meeting around the sun. Look at this giant ship. And tell me this don't look like a weapon in the front. Or weapons. Looks like a tank turret. Look at that. Looks like the muzzle brake of a gun. Massive craft. You see the guy that's in there? See his eyes? Still can see him. Another massive vessel. I mean, this is humongous, folks. Right in our atmosphere. Crazy. Let's see what else I got here. Jeff, shout out Jeff. He sent this in. You see, he wrote face up there because you clearly can see it. But this thing is so bright, folks. Okay, that's the closest I can zoom, and I'm gonna pull down the light so you can almost see the face, the eyes. Has blue wrapped around his head, pointed ears, nose, mouth, big square head, face. Look at that, folks, and that's right up near the sun. Now let me pull the light back to normal, and it's another humongous face being projected up there also, but it's a massive UFO. See it? is blue, folks. And you can see it's illuminated in the middle. There's the dome right there. See if we can get it to come through a little clearer. That's how bright that is, people. It won't even translate. Shout out Infamous. He sent these in. He sent it in like this, first and foremost. He said, Rez, this looks like a dragon, like blowing his breath out. Right here. But then I showed him it was 1, 2, 3 ships. Now I'll go back to this picture and then follow my pen. Here's the one craft, the second craft, the third craft. Go back and just look at them, folks. Just perfectly cloaked up, highlighted. This one looks like a submarine. This one is vector shaped slightly. I mean, this one is super aerodynamic, looks sleek, pointed in the front. You can see the wing in the back. I'll zoom in a little tighter because you can actually see the people that's sitting in there. Can't make it up. Sam? See all the creatures and faces, folks, the eyeballs? Like, you understand when I show you stuff and you see eyeballs looking back at you, like, I mean, like, come on. Not pixelation either, folks. People. Entities. All inside the cockpit. Shout out Infamous. My man Herm. Peace, love, and light. I'll zoom out to show you where we were. We were right here, folks. Zoom out some more. Let it catch back up. Get to normal. We were just in this craft right here. You could damn near still see the face from here. And this looks like a freaking submarine, folks. And look at this. I mean, look at the detail and shape on the craft. It looks like stone. And you see faces on that also. Let's go to the one that looks like a submarine. Okay, here we go. Look at the detail on this thing. This looks like a periscope. Like the top part of a literal aircraft carrier. Zoom back out. Just take a look for yourself, folks. Seeing is believing. It's not a game around here, folks. Shout out brother Booski. Sent the serpent in. Look at this, y'all. This is in the sky. The whole head of a snake. Tongue sticking out his mouth. Eyes. Scales. The whole 9. Yeah, I think we're going to end it on that. I had some more Booski stuff. I mean, you know what? I got to try to get this in. Booski sent this in. Look at this picture of the sun, y'all. What is this encapsulating the sun? This looks like an upside down ring or something. And this would be the pearl and the metal pieces that hold the pearl in. You understand that analogy? That's crazy, folks. Just take a look at that. Look at all this structure and design up here. Look at this. Part 2 coming soon. You already know. I think I'm going to stop it with that Booski one right there and just can pick it up on the next one for that one. But peace, love, and light. Sub, picks, and breakdowns. You already know. Ended out with the snake head. Massive ship, folks. Living and spiritual. You see the eye, the tongue sticking out, the front of the mouth. Peace, love, and light.